Have you ever wondered if ghosts really exist? This question has been the subject of countless stories, films, and even scientific investigations. The concept of ghosts is rooted in the belief that the spirit of a deceased person can appear to the living. These apparitions are often depicted in a variety of forms, from the fine, ethereal shapes that seem to barely touch our reality, to more realistic, lifelike figures that can cause a real fright. These spectral representations have been a part of our collective storytelling since ancient times, appearing in the folklore of numerous cultures across the globe. Whether they are seen as solitary figures haunting specific locations, or entities associated with particular individuals from their past life, these ghostly presences have been a source of fascination, fear, and intrigue. So when we talk about ghosts, we are exploring a concept that has fascinated humanity for centuries. But why do we, as a society, give such importance to these spectral figures? This question invites us into the cultural significance of ghosts, a topic that weaves through the fabric of our collective human history. The concept of ghosts is rooted in an age-old belief that the spirit of a person exists separately from their body, and thus can continue to exist even after the body has ceased to live. This idea of a lingering spirit has shaped the funeral rituals of many societies. From the elaborate burial rites of the ancient Egyptians to the wake traditions of the Irish, these ceremonies were not just about honoring the dead, but also a way to ensure that the spirits of the deceased didn't return to haunt the living. In many cultures, the ghost stories that have been passed down from generation to generation serve as cautionary tales, reinforcing societal norms and values. For instance, tales of vengeful spirits often underscore the importance of treating others with respect and fairness. Ghosts also provide a bridge to the past. They connect us with our ancestors and give us a way to remember and honor those who came before us. They remind us of our mortality, and in some ways give us a framework to grapple with the concept of death and what may lie beyond. However, despite the cultural significance and widespread belief, there is a scientific side to the story. So what does science say about ghosts? Well, let's delve into that. The scientific community, by and large, is skeptical about the existence of ghosts. This skepticism is primarily due to the significant lack of substantial empirical evidence. In science, claims are validated through rigorous testing and peer review. However, the claims of ghostly encounters are typically anecdotal, unrepeatable, and often tied to human perception, which can be flawed or influenced by various factors. There's also the issue of how we define a ghost. Is it an energy form, a spiritual entity, or perhaps a projection of our subconscious? Without a clear definition, it's challenging for science to quantify and measure it. Now, you might have heard the terms paranormal and supernatural being used interchangeably. However, they do have different connotations. Paranormal refers to phenomena that, while not currently explainable by scientific understanding, may one day be explained through advances in science. It includes phenomena like telepathy, spiritualism, and even the quest for elusive creatures like Bigfoot. On the other hand, supernatural refers to phenomena that exist outside the known laws of nature and are often associated with divine or demonic entities. These phenomena, such as the existence of gods, angels, or demons, are considered outside the realm of scientific inquiry because they transcend the natural world. So where do ghosts fit? Well, they straddle the line. If we consider ghosts as unexplained energy forms or manifestations of human consciousness, they fall into the category of the paranormal. But if we view them as spirits of the dead interacting with the living world, they veer more towards the supernatural. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, belief in ghosts continues to persist, which brings us to our next point. Why do people continue to believe in the existence of ghosts? It's a question that has puzzled skeptics and intrigued believers for centuries. Across the globe, a common thread is found in countless cultures: a belief in ghosts and spirits, entities that survive the physical death to exist in another realm. This concept isn't just a fringe belief, but a widely accepted idea that shapes the way we understand life, death, and what might lie beyond. The idea of the dead remaining on Earth in spirit form is a popular theme in literature, spanning from ancient folklore to modern novels. It's found in revered texts like the Bible, in Shakespeare's Macbeth, and in countless other works across different periods and cultures. This prevalence in literature reflects our deep-rooted fascination with the afterlife and the possibility of an ethereal existence. But why do people hold on to this belief despite the lack of scientific evidence? One reason might be the comfort it brings. The notion that our lost loved ones are still with us, even if just in spirit, can provide solace in times of grief and loss. It's a way to keep them alive in our hearts and minds, to feel their presence in our lives even after their physical departure. Moreover, belief in ghosts can also be a way of grappling with the uncertainty of what happens after death. It's a question that science can't definitively answer, and so many turn to the supernatural for potential explanations. Historically, there have been attempts to communicate with these spirits, known as seances, dating back centuries. In the Victorian era, it was not uncommon for upper-class ladies to hold seances with their friends. Even prestigious universities like Oxford and Cambridge had clubs dedicated to investigating ghosts and hauntings. In conclusion, the existence of ghosts is a topic that continues to intrigue and mystify us, regardless of whether we truly believe in them or not. Whether they're real or not, ghosts have a firm place in our collective consciousness, shaping our cultural narratives and personal beliefs about life, death, and the possibility of an afterlife.